They're winter hardy, salt tolerant, and it's the perfect time of year for them to come into bloom. They come in tons of colors and varieties, and needless to say, they are extremely popular.
We are talking about hydrangeas, and when it comes to how much sun, shade, and soil they'll need, there's one individual who can answer all of your questions. That person is our resident gardening expert. This is Ginny Rosenkranz. You know who she is, with the University of Maryland Extension. Jenny, so good to see you and your friends.
Thank you. They're very happy to be here today.
So tell us about who you brought with you.
I brought two different types of hydrangeas because everybody knows these big, beautiful ones that come in blue or purple or pink or red. And they like to have sun in the morning. They have to have shade in the afternoon. And they just need lots and lots of water. But this little guy is so different. This is called a panicle hydrangea. It likes full sun.
Ooh.
It does. And it doesn't mind if you trim it all the way down to the roots every 2-3 years, just to let it grow back again. Because it's like, oh, it grows best on new growth. So this one likes to grow on old growth. This likes to grow on new growth. So it's kind of fun to have different ones like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
So how often do hydrangeas bloom?
It depends on the hydrangeas. So endless summer, like this is an endless summer, it starts to bloom on last year's growth. And then as the summer goes on, it blooms on the spring growth. And then in the fall, it blooms on the summer growth. So I do love this. It's also called the big leaf hydrangea. So you can see how huge these leaves are. They're very, very large. And they're really cool. Now this one right here will go ahead and bloom from July until September. These are really pretty. And it's called panicle because it looks like an ice cream cone. I don't know why they don't call it ice cream cone. But the leaves, as you see, are very small. So it's a hydrangea, but it has tinier leaves. But this one will go ahead and bloom all through the summer, which is really nice. So this one gets started first in the spring, and this one continues to bloom.
Now, does that one come in different colors as well?
Most of these start out white. And there's some that are pure white. And there's one called limelight. So it starts out pure white, and then it turns this lime green color as it matures. Whereas this one is called vanilla strawberry. So it starts out white like this, or vanilla, and then as it matures, you can see there's some pink in it. So I have two varieties, two different forms of it. I have the one that's still blooming right now, and the one that has been blooming earlier. So sometimes varieties bloom a little bit earlier than others.
So what makes them so popular? Is it because they're easy, or because they bloom so often?
I think all of that.
Yeah?
I think because you're going to have one for the sun, one for the shade. They really require very, very little care once you've got them planted. And, you know, these guys, the blue ones, do need a lot more water. But these guys, they can handle just about anything. Just about anything. And that makes it nice because these guys can get to be 10 to 15 feet high.
Oh.
So it can make a nice hedge that gives you privacy in the summertime. Not so much in the wintertime, but that's pretty nice. And color also, so you can have that as a specimen plant, just one beautiful plant, or you could have a whole bunch together to give you, okay, this is my side of the garden, this is something else, that kind of stuff. Or maybe you have you have an old clunker and you're saying, let me go ahead and cover that up, so you plant that.
Well, what about soil? We have very sandy soil here.
We do, and that's the good news, because these are not only really good, both of them, very winter hardy, but they're also salt tolerant. So even if you live at the beach, these guys go, bring it on. I love that. I truly love that. They're also very happy in the sandy soil. This one, of course, needs a little bit more moisture, which is always interesting. But just put a soaker hose and they're happy. And it's all good. But these guys right here, they're pretty salt tolerant and very drought tolerant, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah.
Even with our sandy soil. So it's just really, it's a nice Eastern Shore plant.
Very flexible, depending
Yes.
on which one you have and where you put them. So.
Absolutely. And they don't demand an awful lot. I don't find very many bugs that bother them. This one in the late fall, you're going to get funky foliage because it gets hot and muggy and all that kind of stuff in September, and that will give you a disease. But that's not a problem. This guy, it doesn't even get that. It doesn't even get that. And usually, I think the only thing that really eats this a lot, especially at my house, is the deer.
Right.
They like it. Oh dear. Ginny Rosenkranz, thank you. Always good to see you and your beautiful friends.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you too.